Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So I'm here to share my interview experience at SIMS Pune. So let's start the video. So basically, the overall process is pretty smooth. I know you guys are pretty nervous and you're feeling a lot of emotions right now. But trust me, once you are into the process, there's not gonna be any nervousness or anxiety towards the process because process is pretty smooth. So I would like to share my GE and PI experience at SIMS, Symbiosis Institute of Management Studies. So when it comes to SIMS, as we all know, 90% of the seats are reserved for the defense personnel and their kids. So there are a lot of documentation which is required in order to verify your documents. If your father is already serving the nation, you should get the documentation which is Appendix A, signed from the CEO of the unit, as well as if your father is retired from the services, you should get again the same Appendix A form signed from the Scenic Welfare Center, wherever it is located. They will not accept the record documents because that's the same thing happened with me. I went to the my father's record and then got a signature from there. But for the pensioner personnel, it is being instructed that you have to go and get the signature from the Scenic board. Coming to the process, so the documentation is very much required because again it's a defense organization where the maximum stake is from the Southern Command of Indian Army. So there are a lot of documentation. There's not going to be any loopholes over there. Secondly, before the GEPI process, they will verify all the documents, so they will not waste much of your time on verifying the documents when the process is going on. So that's the best thing about the college. They will email you, so be pretty much active on the email part, because if there is any discrepancy between your documents or there is extra documents which are required, they will definitely mail you, and that's what you need to reply it very promptly, because the timeline is very much strict. Like for me, there was one documentation pending, and the timeline which was allotted to me was 48 hours. So you need to act fast and get all the documents on time. So coming to the GE process, there are two slots. One is morning slots and one is afternoon slot. You can take any of them. It totally depends on if you are a morning person or if you are comfortable taking it to the second half of the day. I took the afternoon slot because it makes me feel comfortable about the entire process, and you know within half of the second half of the day is pretty much comfortable, where you have you are mentally prepared for the process and calm, composed. Whereas morning, it's like a little bit rush. I would not say it's a bad thing. If you're a morning person, definitely you should go ahead and do it, because it's all about when you exactly comfortable with the process. So my process was the second half, where the overall the process started at 1:30 sharp. Firstly, the volunteers of the recruiting team will guide you with all the documentation. There will be a verification. There will be three major documentations which will be required. One will be your SNAP admit card. Secondly will be your call letter, and third will be your identity proof. Everything should be showed on the screen. So basically, make sure that your background is not blur. So everything should be shown on the screen. Now, after the documentation verification, you will be directed to the breakout sessions, where you will be asked to enter a breakout room, where another set of volunteers will guide you about the entire process. Once that is done, the GE process will start. Before the GE process, the one thing which differentiate from the the overall conduct was the volunteers in the breakout rooms will make you comfortable, will make you aware about the situations, and That is something which I really liked and appreciated on the discussion as well. That they'll make you calm. They are super friendly because they are the student, majorly the first year student of the same college. So they know what kind of nervousness and anxiety people go through. So they'll make you comfortable, calm about the entire process. Now, once that is done, you will be entering into the GE process. In For this year, they have shown us 5 pictures where you have to identify and formulate a story for those pictures. So our pictures were the bull market, a lady with counting money. The third picture was the bridge, and fourth and fifth was there was a DJ person who is conducting a party, and fifth was the mountain. So when you are coming to these 5 pictures, they will ask you to formulate a story. There will be a 4 candidates with you. The the differentiate between the GE and GD processes. In the GE process, it's not about the debate. It's all about coming to a conclusion and showing your skills as a teamwork or team leader. So it's not about who initiate the conversation. It's not about who conclude the conversation. It's all about what are the skills you are showing toward as a team, a team as a whole. What are the points you are saying? Are you listening well to the other candidate? Are you appreciating the points which are made from the other candidate? That makes it very much important when it comes to the GE. That's the difference between the GD and GE. You don't have to prove your point. It's just that get the storyline correct. So everyone, all 4 of us can have a different opinion, or all 4 of us can come to the same page. But coming to the same page is very much important. Looking at all 5 pictures, we suggested a title as a evolution of the startup, where we connected all 5 pictures. And in this presentation, when we are presenting a story, all 4 candidates have to present 1 slide at least. So when you are doing all this, you need to prepare an individual for that particular presentation as well. So that makes it very much important when I'm saying that everybody should be on the same page. And sometimes it will happen that there will be a mix of opinion. You will try to deviate from the point, but as an individual, you will have to take that effort to move towards the right direction, and they will definitely notice that you are stopping someone so that we can save the time and conclude the session. When it comes to our session, all 4 of us came from a different aspect of it. Guy was taking a finance as a specialization. There was a female who had a experience in HR. There was a fresher guy altogether, and there was me. So it was a mixed of person who wanted to take a finance, HR, and a fresher and a marketing person. So we actually backed our strength, where the trade market and everything was given to the fresher because he was into trading and things. I took the money aspect of it. The third slide, which was the bridge, was taken by the finance guy, and the fourth and fifth, which is the entertainment part, was taken by the HR. We backed each other's strength so that the overall outcome is really perfect. Now, once the GE round was done, as usual, the panelists will ask you to leave. But when it comes to SIMS, there will be a counter questions if they require. Let's say if you are debating, if it doesn't come to the conclusion, they will ask you that what was the factors you think that you didn't conclude the session. So be ready for that. As an individual, I would say that you are competing with those 4, but for that particular session, forget about that, because what they are noticing here is how good a teamwork, or how good a team person you are. So it's very much important that you take the initiative, unify the entire 4 candidate and come to a conclusion. So once your GE process is done, you will again asked to go back to your breakout room where volunteers will ask you about your session. They'll again make you feel comfortable. uh, it will be a turn wise PI round. So let's say we all are sitting in a room, and one by one the candidate will go for the PI and come back. So once they come back, you will definitely, if you're a first going for the interview, I mean, this suggestion is not for you. But if you're second or third, listen very carefully to the person who is coming back from the interview, because the volunteers definitely ask for their feedback, and listen to try to understand the panelist where they are putting more emphasis. Definitely the candidates will not reveal the questions being asked in the personal interview, but it will at least give you the glimpse, the nature of the panelist, because it becomes very much important to understand the panelist, because there it's all about selling yourself to the panelist, why you are the best eligible candidate for their organization. So when it comes to the feedback or the breakout rooms, you cannot be absent over there. You need to be very, very careful, understand the feedbacks, and work, within a second you need to work on that. Now we're coming to the PI part. They will be directed you to the personal interview. In the personal interview, there will be majorly two panelists. They will welcome you with a good smile. Don't worry about that. And it's not a typical introduction part where you'll be, preparing mentally yourself that there will be a first introduction session. Then they will ask you questions. No. In SIMS, it's gonna be the panelist asking the question first. So when you enter a PI room, don't just start introducing yourself. Stay calm, stay composed, let the panelist ask the question. Because when I entered the PI, they didn't ask me introduce yourself. They directly jumped into the questionnaire. They asked me about my experiences. And to be really honest, I've seen a lot of YouTubers giving the mock interviews, handling the webinar sessions, all things like that. It's of no use. End of the day, they want to understand who you are. So don't come with a different perspective, or somebody have told you to act like that. Be yourself. Show them who actually you are and why you are the best suitable candidate for their organization. It's all about that. किसी का ज्ञान लेने की जरूरत नहीं है. चुपचाप जाना है इंटरव्यू में. Be confident. Don't be overconfident. Be confident about yourself. Talk about yourself. Smile at them. And even though the interview goes towards the wrong direction, don't lose out your confidence, because they will definitely see your face and expressions. And it's fine to not know the question. Trust me, because अगर तुमको सब कुछ आता होता तो तुम MBA क्यों कर रहे हो? So it's fine to not know the question and move forward. But yes, it is very important how you justify that why you don't know the question. अगर आपसे कोई क्वेश्चन पूछा गया and आप ये बोल दोगे कि सर मुझे नहीं आता, मुझे समझ नहीं आ रहा है, no. Tell them, sir, I am aware of it, but in the current situation, I'm not able to recall it. That's the best reply you can give. Coming to the second part, where all the questionnaire will be done, the panelist will ask you whether you have some questions for us, or they will definitely ask you to leave, because they have other 100 candidates to be interviewed at the same day. So they will not waste their time or your time asking this question. So if they don't say that you have any questions, or they don't look presentable to you, that doesn't mean that you missed your opportunity to be selected in that particular college. No, it's not like that. You just have to maintain that smile and confident throughout the process, and come out with an interview with a good smile. So that's all about the process. I mean, the overall process is smooth. Again, I'm repeating the same thing. Be yourself. Don't listen to anyone. And just go out there, be completely candid. It's gonna be good. All the best, aspirants. I'm sure if SIMS is your choice, you will definitely able to crack it. And if not, I'm sure you will end up in a good college. So it's not gonna be anything that अगर SIMS नहीं मिला तो मुझे और कोई सिम्बोसिस का कॉलेज नहीं मिल सकता, या फिर इंडिया के कोई MBA कॉलेज मुझे एक्सेप्ट नहीं करेगा. It's not about that. There are 100 MBA colleges out there. You'll get it. End of the day. So thank you for watching this video. If you're new on the channel, please do subscribe the channel. My Insta link is in the bio. Please do connect on the Instagram, and if you have any questions regarding the process, or you're nervous about it, you want to understand or talk to me, please feel free to contact me and drop me a text. I will definitely get back to you. Thank you for watching this video. All the very best.